Hey guys, my name is Tito. I make videos on personal finance on my other channel. On this channel, I talk about other things, like today when I'll be reviewing the Nollywood film on Prime Video, Alaye. Now, Alaye is directed by OK Ifeanyi, and it's written and produced by the YouTube powerhouse Ruth Kadiri. And long story short, it's a rom-com about this young woman who owes some bad guys a lot of money, and in order to raise money to pay them off, she takes on a flatmate. And this guy is bad news. He's just from the other side of town. He's a handful essentially, and eventually, they meet in the middle and they become fond of each other. You know how these rom-coms go. The movie stars Samuel Perry, aka Broda Shaggi, and Ruth Kadiri, and they have great on-screen chemistry together, both when they're at each other's necks and when they hate each other, as well as when they start falling for each other. I mean, it's a rom-com. You know how these things tend to play out. They work really well together, and the performances of the other actors in the film were also decent. Monica Friday was really good as Broda Shaggi's character's girlfriend. I really enjoy her whenever she appears in films. I don't see her in that many films, but when I do, I think she's hilarious. Also, another huge YouTube and social media star, Zic Saloma, was in the movie as well as one of the, well, pretty much the only person that Ruth Kadiri's character owes money, and he's coming after her, and he's really just trying to make her life hell and to get her to pay up. He had really good chemistry both with Ruth Kadiri and with Samuel Perry, so he was good as well. Now, Ruth Kadiri herself in this film, I think her performance was the best. You could tell while watching that this movie was her brainchild, because she really interpreted the character of this, not damsel in distress, but this woman who was in a sticky situation, who owed somebody a lot of money and was just trying to figure things out, and was also going home to deal with this roommate or flatmate who was making her life hell. You could feel her frustration. And then to add on top of all of that, she had a cheating boyfriend. Ruth Kadiri delivered with that performance, and she did a really good job. Fun fact, I didn't know it was Ruth Kadiri I was watching as I was watching this movie. You see, I keep on hearing her name on YouTube, and I see her name pop up because of the films she produces on YouTube, but I didn't know what she looked like. So while watching this film, I was thinking, this actress is doing well. I wonder who they got to play this character, to play this character. All for me to just watch the end credits and see that character was played by Ruth Kadiri herself, the writer and producer of this film, and the mega super powerhouse on YouTube. If you guys don't know who Ruth Kadiri is, just go to YouTube and type her name in the search bar, Ruth Kadiri, and you'll see the movies she has produced and the numbers that those movies have done. Hey guys, quick one. Do remember to like this video by clicking on the like button, and subscribe to my channel as well by clicking on the black subscribe button. Those things are quite important to me and for the performance of my channel. Feel free to also watch some of the adverts that play throughout the course of my videos, because that's kind of how I make money around here. Okay, thanks if you've done those things or will do any of those things. Now let's head back to the video. Now, coming to the strengths of this movie, first of all, I really liked the set design. Like 85 to 90% of this movie takes place in just one house, and it's a really well decorated house, and it's very functional with regards to the storytelling. It serves its purpose, right? And I like how the sets looked in the movie. I also liked the lighting in the film. I felt like the lighting was brilliant. They had different gelled lights and colored lights, and I felt like it added flavor to the sets and to the movie itself and the story. I also liked the wardrobe and the costuming. There are different points where I would appreciate what particularly the main characters in the movie were wearing, Broda Shaggi's outfits and Ruth's character's outfits as well. So that added to the aesthetic of the film. Finally, I liked that this film was to the point, right? Sure, there are times when films need to have a few more layers or to be more multifaceted, but Ruth Kadiri understands her audience, and she understands what she's going for, and the target or what she's aiming at, right? And I like how this film was basically an A to B film where it's about this young woman who has this issue, and then this guy comes into her life, and eventually they fall for each other. I like that it wasn't complicated, and it didn't try to do more than it needed to. Now, something that I observed about this film, and you may have noticed it as well, especially if you're the observant type, is that this film really caters to its predominantly female audience, in the sense that its main character, its protagonist, is a woman who is like a damsel in distress, and then along comes this rough around the edges guy who pays off her debts without even batting an eyelid, and he also deals with her cheating ex-boyfriend, and he deals with her creditors, and all the while he's very vocal about treating women right, not abusing women and just, keeping women in like high regard and stuff like that. And all this sounds like the ideal man in the eyes of many women. So I think this was very intentional, and I think it was very intelligent of Ruth Kadiri to structure and design this film the way she did to appeal to her predominantly female audience. But then again, you can't get to where Ruth Kadiri is in Nollywood or in this industry without really understanding her audience, or your audience rather. So kudos to her. So at the end of the day, if you're able to overlook the rom-com cliches and the Broda Shaggi stereotype, Alaye actually isn't a bad watch, especially seeing as it's not easy to find a decent rom-com from Nollywood these days. So all in all, it gave me a few laughs, it didn't annoy me, the aesthetics were good, and it was 90 minutes well spent. So I give Alaye 3 jollofs over 5. Guys, if you've seen Alaye on Prime Video, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. I look forward to hearing your thoughts about it, especially those of you who are fans of Ruth Kadiri, although I already know what you guys are going to say about the movie. If you enjoyed this review, guys, please do me a favor and like it by clicking on the like button, and subscribe to this channel as well by clicking on the black subscribe button. Help me get to those Ruth Kadiri subscriber numbers by clicking on the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to check out some of my other Nollywood reviews by clicking the card in the corner of the screen. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.